distinguished platform guests, fellow lieutenants, cadets, family, and friends. 2 years ago, we came to the college to begin our training, and each person brought with them their own unique experiences, culture, and language. As a result, we can greet you this evening as a session in several languages. Shirley Abrams brings her Afrikaans greeting from South Africa. Hoe gaan dit met jou? Karen and Doug Hammond bring a Swahili greeting from Uganda. Jumbo, habari yako. David Tutton brings a greeting in Hindi. Namaste. And from Montreal, the Châtelains and the Dagenais greet you en français. Nous vous souhaitons bienvenue dans le nom du Seigneur Jésus-Christ. This evening, I have the honor and the privilege of sharing with you on behalf of the Heralds of Jesus session. It is moments such as these that we can reflect on the very many special memories that we have made together. Some of the most pleasant memories over the past 2 years have been the additions to our sessional family. A beautiful baby daughter was born to Laura Lee and John Rothel. And in September 1992, Marion and Ivor Miners joined us for our final year. The Heralds of Jesus session, all 29 of us, was now complete. One of the first memories of college was learning our sessional song. And from that moment on, we knew that we had found our musical couple. With Joanne Winnie's talent on the piano and Stephen's unique guitar playing, our get-togethers as a session were never dull or quiet. It was during these times that we got to know each other better and the bonds of friendship grew. Debbie and Randy Gatzer shared with us their love of the Maritimes, while Dale and I shared our love of Western Canada. Two people also shared their love for each other during our time together, and we are all looking forward to the upcoming marriage of Lisa Roberts and Pat Doherty. They will one day have the privilege that most couples at the college have had, and that is to have Cindy Hamlin bake something special for them, and to have Norm lead them in a rousing rendition of Happy Anniversary. Our children and their activities have always been an important part of our life at college, and the teens especially have appreciated the effort put into their Corps Cadet program by Joyce and Gerald MacDonald. Teens were also an important part of Karen and Mark Cadets' time at college, and they were a worthy representative of our session to youth councils in both the United States and Canada. During our time at college, we have participated in many musical items, but we all knew that when we wanted that special song to be sung, that we could count on the beautiful voice of Krista Porter. And the memory of her singing will be a highlight of our 2 years together. Every session needs a leader, and we found ours in our Student Council President, Ruth Ann Taylor. With the support of her husband, David, she showed compassion and concern for each and every cadet, and because of her, our 2 years together will be a very special memory. To the Crusaders, we hand over to you our second-year bars. Wear them proudly. Enjoy your final year at the college, and thank you for the memories that you have given us. To each officer on staff, you have contributed much to our training over the past 2 years, and as a session, we would publicly like to thank you tonight for the memories that you've given us, for your guidance, and for your support. memory for us. Holiness, he said, was simply being Christ-like, reaching out and showing that you cared. A poem by Major Joy Webb from England on the homeless emphasizes our need to be Christ-like in everything that we do and say. And the first verse says, picking her way through garbage and filth, she's old enough to be your gran. You'll never know what brought her to this, how this awfulness began. When she was young, was she good looking, turning her charm on some lucky man? As she shuffles along in her worn-out shoes, on her face a belligerent grin, and though it's a thankless job to offer her help, and you know you can't ever win, just reach out your hand, because somebody needs you. Just reach out your hand and show them that you do care. 2 Timothy 1:11 says, God has chosen me to be his herald, to preach and to teach. As we begin our work of preaching, teaching, and serving as Salvation Army officers, we covet your prayers for the days that lie ahead, that God will be glorified in everything that we do and say. Herald de Jésus, je vous défie de vivre une vie semblable à celle de Jésus-Christ. Heralds of Jesus, I challenge you to live a life that is Christ-like. Reach out your hand because somebody needs you. Just reach out your hand and show them